Hi everyone, welcome to Covered Creations. My name is Gareth. This is my little corner of the internet for playing with my food. Today we're going to do a really nice mussel dish. This is my mussels with leek and bacon. Now it's a lot when you think about the ingredients, like a gnocchi recipe I did a few weeks ago, and that's my idea for this channel. I just want to get out there some good home cooked food. This isn't aspirational Michelin star stuff. I want you to buy some ingredients and have 1, 2, 3, 4 different recipes that you can use those for. So let's get cracking. Really simple this. First things first, our leek. We just want to chop the leek into kind of 1/2 centimetre or to 1 centimetre thin rounds. Okay, so that's my leek done. Next thing, we want some tarragon. I love tarragon with this. It's got quite an aniseedy flavour. It can be quite strong. So if you're not too sure about it, try something else. You know, some parsley or any other kind of herb in here will do. But I think it goes so well with those mussels. So we're just going to chop that tarragon up. We want about 1.5 tablespoons worth by the time we're done. Okay, that's nice and roughly chopped there. We don't want it too fine, because we want to get a bit of bite to it. We want to feel those little leaves of tarragon. So the last thing we're going to use here is some streaky bacon. I'm using smoked streaky bacon. You want about 6 rashers of this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're just going to cut it into about 1 centimetre strips. So good 1 centimetre. There we go, so that's everything chopped up. All our other ingredients are straight as is, with the exception of the mussels. I've got 1 kilo of mussels here, and all I've done previously is just cleaned them off, pulled those little beards out, give them a good scrub down, just to get all that dirt off. And then they're all ready to be cooked up. So now we can hit the hole. Catch you over there. Brilliant, so we're over at the hole. Get that up to temperature, and we're just going to add in 2 tablespoons of olive oil. There we go. And to that, we want to add our bacon. That's lovely, sizzling away. We're just going to fry that for about 5 minutes. Just get it nice and crispy. There we go, so our bacon's done now. Just going to pop in our leeks. So we're just going to sweat those down until they become nice and soft. It's probably going to take 5 minutes or so. Don't worry if your bacon's gone too far at this point, because as long as it's not burnt, once you start adding all these wet ingredients in, it will soften it right up. So we're going to leave that sweating, and I'll come back to you when it's time to get the mussels going. So here we go. Our leeks are now really nice and soft. There we are, very pliable. We don't want them too soft, because we want a little bit of bite in there. So what's next? Well, at this point we're going to add in some cider, and I'm going to use 250 ml of dry cider for this. Just want to pour that in. Perfect, rests for me. You can use white wine at this point if you want, but I just think cider with the bacon, perfect, and it actually goes tremendously good with mussels as well. So we're just going to let that come up to a simmer and then bubble away just for 3 minutes or so, just to kind of mix all those flavours together. Great, so that's simmering away now. We're all ready to put in our mussels. So I'm just going to pour these in. Woo. And then throw over our tarragon. So that on top. Just give that a quick little turn over. Perfect. Pop the lid on, bring that back to a simmer. Just have a quick work until it simmers, and then just leave it lid on 3 minutes. That's all you need for the mussels. Right, those mussels should be done now. Yeah, looking great. So what we're going to do now, turn that right down, is I'm just going to take the mussels out into their bowl. So using a slotted spoon, just going to grab as many as I can, get them all out. Okay, so the reason we're doing that is we've just got one more ingredient to add. So I want to put some cream in this just to give it a really nice kind of rich feel to the sauce. And what I don't want to do is stir it in with all the mussels in there, because then I'm breaking those mussels up a bit. Any ones that have a slightly broken shell or a tender shell, you end up with bits of shell in your sauce. And the last thing you want to do is get a big hunk of crusty bread, dip it in your sauce and come up with a load of shell in your mouth. So we're going to just get that up to a simmer again. And then we're going to add in 50 ml of double cream. It's about there. Perfect. And just give that a good stir in. When that comes up to a simmer, you've just incorporated all of those flavours in there, the tarragon and the cider, into that cream. It's an absolutely delicious flavour. The smells in here are absolutely fantastic. Okay, so that's back up to the simmer. Now, that's too hot to touch. Quite simply, just grab it, pour it all over the top. Perfect. Now we have it. That's my leeks, mussels with leeks and bacon. Absolutely lovely dish. Serves two quite happily. So there we go. Really delicious. Big hunk of crusty bread. Get it in there. Fantastic meal. And so easy to make. So I'm off to enjoy it. So I hope you give it a go. Hope you enjoy it. And if you do, leave us a comment. If there's something you would change in there, let me know. I'd love just to kind of get some ideas, you know. You may come up with an even better idea. And that would be brilliant to hear. So leave something in the comments and I'll catch you next time. Enjoy.